Maverick fam, how's it going? How's your mama? Your boy Dion got Trento in the building, and when y'all see a setup like this, y'all know the deal. We're here to react to this Madden trailer hot off the press. It's usually just easier for us unless we have like a scheduling, like with Juice and Flam already there for us, for it to just be us two. Because he was over here working out, and he was like, hey, Dion, you know, they got a trailer live, and we can do it and get it to you quickly. So just take note of that. We're going to play it here. It's about 2 minutes long. We will pause, make comments here and there, and then afterwards, we'll go into more detail with a blog they share. Details on almost every mode, so should be we got some good stuff, y'all, so let's see what's up. Year of NFL data.
This presentation,
that lighting, man. Okay. More crossbody throws, y'all.
Yeah.
First impressions, are graphics better?
I feel like that. It's looking a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't know graphic language. I don't know if it's the polygonism or just the lighting. I think that's what I noticed the most. Like, the lighting seems crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I know the coaches or something they added.
One hand
snag. New animation. Draw. Oh, that's going to piss me off.
Dang, dog.
But I think we got a lot going on here. Hopefully that only triggers in water or rain, you know, when the field's wet.
This is what people's like when we ask how realistic do you want your games to be.
Yes, and we have to understand, y'all, so much randomness comes with that. I don't like when my opponent is covered their box and they can throw into coverage and get a first down or a touchdown. But that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whole Odell catch shouldn't have happened. In a competitive sense, you can't stand it. When someone's in MCS, I'm pretty sure they're going to turn stuff like this off. But imagine you playing a game that matters for you. You drop back, you about to have a dot, and that happens.
Do you think that'll get turned off?
In MCS, I think it has to. I think they have to have. So this is what I wonder. Will it be more of a simulation thing? Because, you know, they have competitive and then simulation. That's usually like regs. I don't even think it's regs. I think regs is competitive.
Oh, yeah.
And so for that, they're trying to make it more about the users. So I would think stuff like that might be more franchise. But if they have it tied to weather, it's just what weather are we going to see? Will they you think they'll put that kind of weather in mud?
Ooh. That'll be a first, right?
I don't know that I've ever played in snow
or rain
like that. Yeah, I don't think we have weather cycles. Y'all let us know.
Night and day.
Yeah, we have become very casual mud players, but let us know. Yeah. I just know that's gray area for some people. I think there's times I'll like it. I'm playing for chalupas. I ain't gonna like it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna like it. It's definitely in rain though.
Dang,
stuff like that too. Yeah. Part of me likes it though. Part of me likes the weather.
Oh, wait, this is heat.
Yeah, a big thing, too, and we'll get to it in more detail on the blog, but you guys can be looking at it while we have visuals. They're supposed to have customized the head coaches quite a bit to fit their actual personalities, their styles, not just with how they look, but also how they think and act. Y'all know what's coming. No, I probably won't put it in the snow. There it is.
That's heat.
Yup. That lighting, yo, with the lasers and everything, man.
Yeah, but
dude, this better not be PC only with maxed out graphic cards, man.
Little tendencies.
Travis, can he do that in real life? Dang,
I didn't know that.
If that ninja's athletic like that.
Built from Sundays.
Man. Okay, before we get into the details, though, what you give that trailer, 1 to 10?
I'm actually gonna give that a 10 for a
10. Yeah,
that was heat.
I was gonna give it like a 9, man.
Yeah,
and y'all know I'm good. I'm usually giving trailers high. Trent usually a hater though. I feel like
no, not me.
Juice is the biggest hater.
You said flam.
But Trent usually isn't as impressed as I am, and so I think it's probably one of the best first trailers I can remember from Madden. They usually have that first trailer that's kind of like, why y'all even do this?
Yeah,
like what was the point? This didn't feel like that.
Just in terms of like cinematics and getting us hype,
yeah,
I feel like it did its job. That was good.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. All right, we're going to dive into some of this. Again, we're going to try to highlight it, gloss over it, make sure y'all get the bullet point details. We will link it below for those that want to read it. So, but they did say they're working, like, gameplay is big in a bunch of different areas, not just the weather, but they added so many more plays, real IQs of the players and coaches, and that's what they're about to highlight here. So, quarterback DNA, one of their quotes is Josh Allen's rocket arm off of a deep pass mid-jump. He's doing that in the game. You're going to be doing that in the game. With 500 new quarterback animations, that's kind of crazy. Some of them seems to be some of the cheesy ones that's going to piss us off. I remember seeing in the trailer last year, I think it was, Mahomes diving and throwing. I didn't see that. I don't think I've seen that once from an opponent.
That's what I was about to say. No, I was about to say, yeah.
So I'm hoping they keep it at that level. But even in the trailer, like, you know, don't no one want to see you go to tackle a quarterback and he trucks you, you know? But that's Josh Allen, you know what I mean? So I just think it's going to get crazy in MUT for sure. When they have animations behind it, there's going to be abilities with it. And then soon, Snoop Dogg is going to have it.
Yeah.
And that's what gets a little bit wild. But, you know, I think if you could summarize it, it's, like they said, quarterback signatures. They should look and feel like those people, which they kind of say every year, but they're just taking more steps towards it. Do you think of anything noteworthy that we should highlight there?
I don't think anything too crazy.
Yeah, so we'll leave that there and think the same thing, but coaches too. All right, so they highlighted again. We don't know the coaches like that, but they said Dan Campbell and the Lions, right? So if it's 4th and 3, you should prepare for Dan Campbell and the Lions to try to get the first down. But maybe a more conservative coach isn't going to do that. If you're passing successfully on the Vikings, expect some creative blitzes from their unpredictable defense.
I feel like how that might play out is similar to how it is now. You might just have random plays on like the coach suggestion screen.
That's what you think?
That's what I feel like it's going to be. It's just like, but they're going to tailor it to say that that's what the coach would call.
Here's what has me hopeful, y'all. Y'all might not be AI nerds like I am, but I keep up pretty close to like the AI world. I hope they're incorporating this in some of the games. They mentioned some machine learning at some point. It might even be around here somewhere. Here it is. Powered by machine learning stemming from years of real world data, Coach DNA mirrors the unique styles and philosophies of NFL coaches. Only reason I know this stuff is possible, because you can make Chat GPT do this. I can upload it enough of Trent's stuff and, you know, tell it to talk like Trent. And I'm like, what up, Trent? It'll be like, howdy. And do things that like only Trent do. And so, I don't know. I want to see some of that in the game. And so, in the past, like he said, I think it has been more of that. But hopefully, you know, it's a step past that.
Yeah.
At least that's what they're claiming. And then in terms of their adding to the gameplay feel, over 1,000 new plays at the launch. And remember, they have the live playbooks. And I can give them credit. I can think of quite a few formations they added throughout the year. Plays. I remember when they had the whole cheat motion update, and it seems like they're doubling down on that. They said our playbooks contain the current trend of motion and shift-based offenses you see from teams like San Fran and Miami. So expect stuff like that.
Despite all the plays they add, though, you think it might still just be bunch of trips that are going to be the main?
Yeah, I think we will have meta, unfortunately. Yeah. I would like to see them get their blocking to a place where we're going to have more under center formations. I remember when Dream was running his stuff back in the day, I was able to run some near and far. Like, single back was very doable. Oddly enough, because even back then we had like unblockable A gaps, but there was just ways that you could always finesse and get some under center stuff going. You don't see people doing that. Like, I don't see under center offenses these days unless they're going to like I form real quick to run, but like strictly based out of under center, I don't really see that. Do you?
Not much. People do. The single back bunch X nasty was big for a little bit, but that's still like bunch. So
yeah,
not really.
Yeah, I think we're gonna always find ways to break the game, and the meta probably gonna be the meta. But you know, one thing that has me worried is EA's adding stunts this year. Did you know that?
No,
I don't remember us seeing it in this blog at all. We went through all of this. but I saw some of the guys that went out there. I think it was Good Game Bro was talking about they have like kind of like 2K has 2K25.
So you pick how the O line is or the D line is gonna. Mm-hmm. That's what Flab said he wanted, huh?
Yep. Stuff like that should be in there, but kind of like Good Game Bro said, we might want to be worried about that.
Why?
Because he was saying he was having success using it, like it would trick out the line. We be tricking out the line with the user stuff, not stuff that's in game. So if I can trick out the line in game and add a blitz behind it, the blitz might even be crazier.
Dang.
But again, I've seen he was kind of making it seem like the blocking as a whole is better, but you never get a feel for that. You know what I mean? EA didn't invite us out there for that one just before y'all even asked. But from the times we were out there, you could get a feel for the game there and how the blocking is. Oh, zones are better. But that's because all the ninjas that make ebooks hasn't got it yet. And all the competitive guys, I'm telling you, within one day of that many people using it to make money for their living, like these comp guys, some of them are full-time now. They don't play fair. They break all that crap. And so, again, the line is supposed to feel better when the devs are testing it. Let K-Mac play. Yeah, I mean, let K-Mac play for a little bit. They're cooked. And so, we'll see, though. I'm definitely worried when it comes to that. But TBD. Now, this is probably one of my favorite updates. I said this all college year, if y'all know that. They need to add wear and tear into Madden. Looks like we're going to have it now. And depth chart, new depth chart position. So, like, what they have here?
Edge, nose, tackle, long snapper.
Yeah, things of that nature.
All that, though. Am I tripping or does that not matter?
I don't think it matters much to us. I feel like it's still going to play out the same, but I think some of the purists might want some of that, you know, and it might play into some of the new formations. We'll see. But with the wear and tear, I don't know if they go over it here or it's somewhere else. They are updating the substitutions to work similar to how 2K works, how you can push up on the D-pad and then quickly sub someone. You're supposed to be able to do that real quick, like without even having to pause. So you can be like, oh, my corner's winded. Let me sub him out real quick instead of having to go to each position. Because even if you do it formationally, it's just that formation. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So the depth chart stuff like that, that's fire for sure. Weather, it's like you saw, they're supposed to have it like, I don't know the math and mechanics behind it, but it's supposed to be like location and seasonal time based. So 6 a.m. or let's say 11 a.m. game won't always look like 11 a.m. game because 11 a.m. in November will look different than 11 a.m. in January, kind of vibes. Yeah. So, and 11 a.m. in New York will look different than 11 a.m. in Cali, kind of vibes.
That's cool.
So that should be cool. Dynamic weather changing throughout the game. So you start in the first quarter, it's sunny and clear skies, and you see the field and the whole stuff change by the fourth quarter.
That would be cool. They had that in MUT, but like I don't think the way they intended. Do you remember?
Did they?
Like whenever it would pop up and you could like sub out your abilities, you would just go back to the next half and it's dark already.
I do notice things like that. Yeah, it's like a loaded. Yeah, it's just like bow. It wasn't dynamic. Yep, that'll be super cool. Foundational football. They talked about explosive locomotion, and so again, it's like a fast guy is supposed to feel like a fast guy. Again, some people have more vertical speed. I think that's like Juice. Juice can run straight really fast, but he can't like. He's not as shifty like Trent is, and so you should feel a difference between those guys, which I'm not mad at. This seemed really interesting. Custom defensive zone. I'm gonna read it, and I think I understand it. Maybe we can, if you hear something different, let me know. But it says with custom defensive zones, you'll be able to set the depth chart or set the depth of your zone defender at the line of scrimmage to take away that pesky corner route from your opponent. Do you want your safety to align to a certain hash? The passing strength or elsewhere, AI logic, custom zones, and more deliver overhaul to defensive coverage in Madden. So it seems like how we can set our purples or whatever, you can do that individually, like on a hot route level to a certain player.
That's what it sounds like.
So it's like, yeah, just this flat, all right, put it at 10. But baby, globally, I have my hard flats at 0.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is good.
That adds more skill gap to be able to do all that quicker.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for that. And then what else was there? Was one more thing in there. I don't get the where you want your defender to, or your safety. Do you want your safeties to align to a certain hash? Is that like more of the maybe coverage shells? Like, can I do that? Can I change my shell at the line too? I don't really get that. If y'all have
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts, let me know. And then, yeah, franchise is getting better. Y'all know we ain't big on franchise, but, the stuff with the head coaches in there.
And all presentation added to franchise should be cool.
Yup, stuff like that. They have new play call sheets where you can add custom plays every week. Of course, wear and tear is going to be impacted over there. They got guys like Travis Hunter that have the two-way, or you can't just put everyone two-way, because there'll be players, I'm thinking maybe only him, maybe other guys, that have abilities and X factors that help them not wear and tear as much. So you can't just put, Stephon Diggs at cornerback necessarily. And then increased presentation, I think we saw it clearly. I don't know if this was in the franchise or not. I think it might have been. They were talking about like weekly. Remember that, the weekly reports? Oh yeah, franchise mode comes alive with enhanced presentation, including halftime shows, weekly recaps with Scott Hansen, and all new custom broadcast packages for Sunday, Monday, and Thursday primetime games. I'm trying to see what that look like. Yeah. I love the Chris Berman halftime shows from NFL 2K5 way back 20 years ago, man. And so we really haven't had a whole lot of that in Madden. So that's dope. And then, yeah, custom presentation t-shirts rolled up from certain coaches that fit their current vibes. And, uniforms, how they should be. More custom, like intros, like tailored to the teams, which they need to do because they're doing it with college at scale. So you only got, 30-something teams. Yeah, you better cook here. And then they got supposed to have more emphasis in superstar mode. We'll see. It kind of how Trent was skeptical and it was like the AI updates might be weak. That's how I feel with this, just off the wording. You got career chapters that'll guide you down the path to becoming a superstar. Start as a bench player and work your way into different phases. It seems like little like checkpoint, like little menu things you read. Not like I want some deep stuff. Yeah, I like some of the older like 2Ks kind of vibe.
Yeah, my career.
Yeah, my career. That's kind of what I want to see.
Yeah.
But I get how it's tough. A lot tougher with football with different positions, but you can still generalize it in ways like...
You can just force us, play as a quarterback or play as something and just make a good story.
And make it deep.
And EA can make a good story.
They do a lot more than sports.
Fight Night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Fight Night.
Oh, I haven't even finished that one. You're talking about the Champions?
The story, yeah. So they can.
Yep, okay. And then Ultimate Team. I think Ultimate Team. That seemed like the main focus here was they're adding stuff for solo players. More rewards for them. There's going to be live events, leaderboards, hopefully, online and solo.
We'll see about the solos, too. Hopefully they actually...
Like they said that before. Yeah. I don't really do solo, so I'm not tripping too much. They talked about a pack helper, which is dope. Imagine pulling someone out of a pack and immediately being able to... Not just having to go to, compare, it seems like, but on the fly be able to see if he's better than someone on your current roster, see the auction house info. I'm thinking, I maybe hover over him and there's something right there real quick. Okay, this is an upgrade at your position. And he's going for this much on the auction block real quick. It's bam, let me throw him up. A lot of mutt in the menu is just clunky. And so for smoothness, stuff like that, I'm all for, quality of life. And then they got the bundles, man. Go ahead and grab Madden in college. Let us know if there's anything major you think we missed or that you're excited for. Where's your excitement levels, 1 to 10?
I would say it's about an 8 right now.
An 8. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like as you get older, you're less of a Madden guy. I feel like you're more of you're sophisticated. You play other games and watch movies.
Yeah. But I just hope it would be good. Hopefully they don't take a step back and take the rank mode out, and they don't take butt champs. Those are good additions.
Yep, for sure. I want to see more ranked in. I just want to see more in regs, because regs I don't feel like really had ranked because all of it was ranked. So even if you just wanted to play casually, it was going towards the ranked side. There might have been a weird play a friend type thing, but you can't just how in Mutt you play seasons or play regular and then go to ranked. I want that, so the people that only want to play are in ranked, because I got a lot of cupcakes there, and so that would be dope for me. But besides that, I'm a 10 out of 10 excited. Sometimes I gotta remind myself I'm the one that started the Madden channel, you know what I mean? Trent has been a big part of it. He's a staple of it, same with Juice. But I don't know that Madden ever had their heart like it had mine. It was probably always my favorite game growing up. It's not anymore, but I can't help but be excited for Madden season. This whole blog could have been butt cheeks, like little pictures of butt cheeks. I'm gonna play Madden, man. I'm gonna get it every year. And now we got college football.
It's a special time when they first drop as well.
Yes, that first month or two, man, when I'm actually really trying to be good and I'm decent, I love it. I love it. And so expect a lot of college gameplay, a lot of Madden right after that. And let us know your thoughts down below. Until next time, God first, God bless.